Okay, got a new plan for what I want to make. So, for now I don't really have TED, so I'm going to be building a hexagonal tree net platform. Best if I describe it using a diagram, so let me take you there right now. And here is a diagram. This is a miniature of those 3 trees, of which that took me quite a while to make, as you had to bury all 3. But here is what I mean. Get 6 pieces as an outside, nail them all together, and then make a sort of tree net within the middle, and after that figure out a way to hoist it up into the sky. So time to work on that. Alright, quick update. I had a different idea which is going to make my life so much easier when it comes to chopping things. So here it is. It may not look that impressive, but the idea is that if I just take this off just for demonstration, because here it is. So the idea is, you see what I took off, this long piece, it's for chopping up those things. Since whenever you chop something and it's on the ground, the saw starts to lock up, because the end that you want to cut off, it needs to be sort of dangling, so that its own weight creates a bigger gap as you're cutting. So I thought I'd make this, which elevates it, of which I know what you're thinking, what if the piece wants to seesaw that way or that way? Well, the solution is to either have that piece and just weigh it down with you know, another piece of wood, just lay it on top like that, or have some string down here and then have it and then, you know, wrap it around, back down, and then just put your foot on it and that will hold it down. Either way, it's way better than doing it on the floor. Anyways, let's try and make this nice and snappy. Alright, change of plans. Going to make a pentagon instead, as that is the maximum I can fit in here, although you may think it doesn't really fit, but it will when it goes up there as it widens out. Anyway, time to actually replace these with strong bits of wood, as that was just an outline so I could see if it fit. And wait, let me take off my glove. And there we go. Look at that baby. So it's all been structured together, so that thing is solid. And you may not quite better see it, but if I get closer, it's already got strings attached, and there is a pulley. Now, this is not really permanent, but probably want to move this around over to here. But for now, I can start doing the string work, and the pulley obviously allows me to hoist it up just that little bit so that I can make the netting between. So here's the strategy. As you can see, I've already started work, and I'm gonna make it as more like a spider's web. So it's gonna, you know, do the perimeter around until I manage to get to the center. And from that point I could probably put this thing on the ground and then work on it from up top. But yeah, progress so far. In just what, like an hour, I've done all of that. So now let's get to it. Start the time lapse. Okay, figured I'd do a progress check. Now look at this baby. It's not quite done, but as you can see, it's a bit wider than the width of my hand, and that's taken around 2.5 hours. and the rest of it's going to take probably another 2.5 hours. It's now that I'm getting closer and closer to the center. It's deceivingly fast, but nonetheless still slow. But as you probably don't want to really see the rest of the time lapse, I'm just going to do a snap transition. And there we go. Look at that baby. So that took about, I want to say, 2 hours. And in order to finish off like the centerpiece, that's going to take another half an hour. If I really wanted to finish it off, I'd have to chuck it on the ground and then finish it off from there, as I can't fit my body through there if I really want to like tie. But one issue, I need to chuck in some more nails around the outer perimeter, as this thing is slowly, very slightly beginning to contort itself, and because there's a ridiculous amount of pressure just pulling inwards, it just wants to collapse in on itself. And yeah, either ways though, that's pretty much done. So until the next video. Alright, I've hooked it up. Now, time to give it a test. So, I've hooked it up to, it's only got 3 points of contact, so there, and here. So I've got to be careful, stand in the middle. Alright, let's give it a shot. I gotta get positioned. Okay, grab hold of the pole above. Oh my god, it works! Look at that. Yeah, this is, if I just bounce up and down a little bit. Now this is tense. Yeah, I'm not sure if I need to do like the middle part either. I probably will, but we'll see. Oh, this is good. And the idea is that this thing will be hoisted up, so it'll be like a movable platform. So this is working well. I've also punched in more nails, so therefore it won't like do the whole collapse in on itself, because, well, I don't think you really want that. Anyway, hell yeah. Alright, time to get down. Alright, I guess video over. Alright, I just wanted to document this because this is insane. See these two pieces? Came off here, right? Each individually cut from each side. That thing is perfectly straight. I'm a woodcutting genius. Hell yeah.
Don't you disrespect me, little man. Don't you derogate or deride. You're in my world now, not your casino. And I got chains on the other side. He's got chains on the other side. Sit down at my table. Put your cards at ease. If you lay a bet, it will enable me to show you my reality. I can read your desperate face. I can see your swagger's fake too.